Welcome back to another episode of Woolly TV. This time we've got the Lost Pisces from Mayhem. Don't forget to support the brands that support Woolly TV. Star Surf and Skate, massive range of boards. They will pick it off the shelf, wrap it up, get it in a box and get it shipped out the very next business day straight out to you. Okay. They keep asking, even though we put it in the print, down below, do the lot. At the moment, I'm around 90 kilos, 187, which I think translates to about 6'1.5" for you guys in America. 6'1.5" and just under 200 pounds, maybe like 195 or something like that. So, my normal, everyday, daily driver volume boards are usually around 6'1", 6'0", 6'1" in length. And they're around 33 to 34 litres. That's my baseline. So then I go up and down from there depending on what sort of board it is. Okay? Just so you guys are aware, that's it. It's 21 inches wide, which it doesn't feel like that in the water. 5'10", 21, 2.56, which I'm guessing is around 2 5/8 around there. And it's coming in at 35.5 litres. I got it with a 5-fin setup with futures. The outline's like a typical sort of fish, wide nose, quite flat, single concave running right through to a double in the tail, flyer in there and it's more of a pulled in swallow, so it helps the hold. And it's feeling really, really good. And I'm gonna not give away too many secrets just yet, because we'll show you the surfing first, then come back and talk about it. Thanks for watching. One thing I really like about this board already is the logo. It's mental. It's pretty sick. Not as cool as this logo, but that's pretty cool too. So I've been riding this thing, the old Pisces, as a 2+1 in the pool. Now we're in the ocean, putting in some large thruster set. We'll see how they go. So in the ocean, not the pool, I had these neutrals in a large. They felt really good just as a thruster. They felt really good on my backhand. Like my backhand just seemed to flow on this board with that fin setup. On my forehand, I felt a little sticky a couple of times compared to when I was riding the 2+1 in the pool. The 2+1 just gives it this freedom that the thruster sort of lacks, but I enjoyed it. My backhand, the larges were fine, but I reckon I could have dropped to a medium template on my forehand. It was pretty challenging out there today. It was really wonky and the swell direction was a bit funny. Not the ideal conditions that I'd take the Lost Pisces out. It's 21 inches wide and it's got a wider plan shape, so there's a lot of ways it didn't suit that sort of shape. But the good ones, what I've worked out, because it went really well in the pool, what I worked out, the ones that are like this big to this big, waist tighter, just a little overhead, unreal. If I got flat sections, it just flies through the flat sections. I just had to adjust my surfing a little bit and get off right on the tail. Like I had to sit right back and have a bit of a narrower stance so that I keep the wider part of the board out of the water through a turn. But it just depends on the wave shape. I got a couple there I connected, it felt really good. So that's the Pisces done. Good board for waist to sort of chest high or waves that have got a flat spot in them. Through the flat spots, thing just flies. I think it's the combo of the flatter rocker and the single concave running through to that double. It does just want to glide over dead sections, but when you get in your pocket, you can still jam a turn in. I reckon you could scale it up for a bigger guy. If you're a big fella and you just want some paddle power, they paddle really well. Me being, you know, almost 6'2" and 90 kilos, the 510 floated me, no dramas at all. I could go up, I wouldn't, but I could. And if you're just an older guy or an intermediate surfer, you could definitely blow this thing up and have a really good little, that could be your daily driver. For me, it's more of a board for not a daily driver, sort of a step down for a bit of fun. But thumbs up, I really enjoyed it. It went mental in the pool, like I said. I had a really good time over there. And I reckon in the right conditions in the ocean, I'd have a really good time. Just coming from the surf on the Lost Pisces, 5'10", 21 inches wide. And it's got like this wide nose on it, which I found today. I got a little cord on a couple, like you got to surf right off the tail on it. Didn't notice as much on my backhand, but on my forehand I did a couple where I sort of pivoted and dropped down and sort of caught the outer edge of the rail around the nose, around the 12-inch mark, or just back from there. So I found surfing off the tail of it, felt really good. Not the sort of board I'd ride in super steep waves, but in the pool was quite steep and it fitted the curve of the pool really well. But just a couple out there, I've felt that happen. But I reckon that board is kind of good for everyone. You could almost scale it up and ride it as a beginner. It'd be fine as a beginner's board because of that flat entry rocker and the nice wide nose. It paddles really well. And then if you're a great surfer, you can just scale it down and bring it down to like a fun little board you can whip around in small surf. But intermediates, advanced, whatever, the whole, you know, you could pretty much ride most waves on it. If it's flat and got a flat section, it just zipped across those and then gives you heaps of speed. So if you're an intermediate or sort of beginner, you just want to go really fast down the line, well, that board's going to allow you to do that and paddle really well. So it's a good combo for someone like that. For someone like me, I would use that board in waist to shoulder high waves with a bit of a flat section on it. That would be the perfect conditions for someone like myself to ride it. And you know, over summer, there's a lot of days like that. So well done, Lost. Thanks for the opportunity to ride the board, do a review, and stay tuned. Plenty more coming right at ya. Oh, are you filming? Oh, back to the review then. Hang on, how's my hair? Oh shit, my perm's falling out.
Don't let the grey hair fall out. You've been painting more.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, you've been painting a bit of grey. Today, that's your breakfast. That's what you ordered. That's what you ordered. That's what I ordered you. Welcome back to Woolly TV in the wind in WA, because it's summertime over here and all we get is flies, flat oceans and lots of wind. Kangaroos box your dogs apart. Sunscreen on my sunnies because I didn't want them to get burnt. I don't want them to get old too early.